Everyone, it's me, Julia O'Connell. I'm coming on here because Whisper Owen and her baby Sandra were found by Adventures with a Purpose. They went missing on July 15th. This is a worst parent's nightmare. Baby Sandra was only 8 months old. They were going to a doctor's visit and they weren't seen since. Adventures with a Purpose found them underneath a bridge in the water. I commend Adventures with a Purpose doing the jobs that they have to do, because a lot of the jobs that they do is uncovering cold cases. And they do a good job. They dive in these rivers and boat docks and impossible places sometimes to get even into. They have recovered multiple bodies. And my former coworker, her husband does these things for the Delaware diving. Whenever a missing person goes missing in the water, he dives on those vehicles. He dives on those in that situation. He helped find two boys that went missing during Hurricane Sandy. They were recovered in the Hocassin Creek. I commend Adventures with a Purpose doing the job that they have to do. It is a very tough job that they have to do. And I commend any worker that does diving on vehicles and other structures when they go over into the water. Because sometimes it could be a crane, it could be anything. Sadly, Whisper Owen and her baby didn't survive. It was noted that she was trying to save her baby's life. She moved to the back of the vehicle trying to save her baby. I feel like every person should have one of those underwater hammers that can cut the glass in your vehicle, because anything could happen. My lawyer friend Zach actually lost a really good friend. When his family's vehicle was swept into a river after a flash flood. The father did not make it, and a little girl did not make it. So these things do happen, and that's why you have to be aware of your surrounding too. Even if you're hiking in like a slot canyon, there is a high risk that you could be swept away by high floodwaters. It has been known to happen. This is why I feel like just be aware of your surroundings. Know an escape route if you are in a situation. It's very hard to escape a vehicle once it's underwater, because a lot of times the electrical components in a car will conk out. They won't let you roll up the windows or open the windows. So just be careful when you're driving. Things do happen, but the people that do dive on these rescue missions and do searches for cold cases, please give them the space to do their work. They also are in touch with the local authorities when they do these dives, when they do find a vehicle for a missing person. They relay all the information, and a lot of times they are diving on spots. I know Adventures with a Purpose and another dive group in Florida found 32 cars in one lake near the airport. So who knows if that was a criminal organization doing that stuff or what, but there was a ton of vehicles in the water, And they relayed all that information to the police. They did manage to get 4 or 5 vehicles out of that lake. I don't know how they're going to be able to get all of them out, but some of them have been down there for a long time. I can tell you on Northwoods Law for Maine, they actually did uncover a cold case. And they actually did find human remains in a truck that went over into the water on a road. So we have to be mindful of the people doing this work and doing these searches, and just pray for the family, because the family is hurting now. They've had to bury 2 people that went missing, and they were found in August. It just breaks my heart when anyone goes missing. That's why I do try to share posts on my Facebook page about missing children and about missing adults and missing Native Americans, because a lot of people don't talk about the amount of Native Americans that are missing. There are a lot, and it's very sad and very scary, and we just need to hope and pray that they are found okay, found alive. On a rare occasion, I do come across a post where they have been found, but a lot of times these children and people have not been found. It's just a proven fact, and it's very sad. In the case of Whisper Owen and her child, that's devastating for that family. And this is why I support people doing work to try to better communications and better these types of cases and trying to solve them. There's many children, and who knows, they could be in the water. So we have to be mindful of people doing searches and stuff, and let them do their work, because that's a hard task to do. I can tell you EMT work and just that type work is very hard. Some people have post-traumatic stress disorder after being on accident scenes. So be mindful. Pray for this family, though, because that must have been the most heartbreaking news. At least they have some closure. And my heart goes out to that family, because that little innocent baby and that mother did not deserve to die the way that they did. Thank you and have a great night. Enjoy your family and friends. I went to the beach today. It was so much fun. Met a nice father with his young daughter who was about 2 or 3 years old. And she was enjoying the beach and enjoying getting a couple shells for me, because I did find a couple shells. This is the kind of person I am. I'm a kind, caring person, and I don't care what anyone else thinks, because I know the truth. And nobody's talking about the missing children. Nobody's talking about the missing Native American women or men that go missing. So thank you and have a great night. Enjoy your time with your families and friends. Tomorrow I have to work, so I might not be on here tomorrow. But thank you and have a great night.